Hey, I'm John Harris, and welcome to the Adventures of I Network. Today I'm joined by our author and creator, the great Craig T. Bouchard. Craig, thanks for being on the network today.
John, with you, a pleasure always.
Well, we're on location today here at Ann and Robert H. Lurie Hospital in Chicago, and you've just done something very exciting, which was Storytime with Dot for all the kids here. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it was an honor to come here today to have kids surrounding me, read them a story. We played some games, and that video, of course, went into 500 rooms here at Lurie with kids participating by phone, asking questions, and generally having fun. It couldn't be a better day when you can do something like that.
Absolutely, and it was great watching the kids react to the story. They were so excited; their eyes were wide. Yeah, I mean, it was really great. And I know that everyone who got a book today probably ran back and is reading it right now. So
they better be.
That's awesome. It was really a lot of fun, and the kids just looked like they had a great time. And many of them won them as prizes, the books, so they were very excited. You've been everywhere lately. I've got the copy of Redbird here. This month, which is a great picture of you and your family on the cover. How exciting has the Adventures of I been for you so far?
Well, exciting is an understatement, but rewarding is really the word. I'd say there are 70,000 kids around the world playing the game, the competition, competing for dollars for great charities like Lurie Children's. And by the way, the American team, hey, only in 4th or 5th place right now. The Russians are beating us, the Japanese are beating us. We need these American kids to step up.
You've heard it.
Right?
The gauntlet has been laid down. The challenge, come on, America, you are our homeland, but we do welcome everyone to join us. But, come on, Russia's in the lead right now.
Yeah, and John, of that 70,000 kids, about 5,000 are Americans.
Oh, wow.
The rest are spread all over the world: South America, Asia, Europe, Latin America. There's a team in Oman that's really talented. There's a team in Nicaragua really talented. There's one in El Salvador talented. Dominican Republic was actually in 1st place for a while, and then the Japanese came on and got tough, and now the Russians have surged into the lead. Come on,
come on, guys. The competition goes through March right now, so it'll be very interesting to see kind of how this goes for the next several months.
Exactly right. The leaderboard has changed several times, and people can see that leaderboard on the Adventures of I Facebook page from time to time and follow who's winning. And of course, you can see the leaderboard when you play the game on a 24/7 basis. When you play the game, you go to the bottom, you click at the bottom, you can see not only the leaderboard, but the individuals and who's winning. We got a kid right here in Hinsdale, Illinois, Johnny Hoffman, who's got the best score in the United States.
Really? What's the score right now? Do you know?
Well, the highest score in the game is something akin to 700,000 points. Johnny Hoffman's up there around I think around 500,000. I have to go look because it changes every day.
Guys, Johnny the Hoffman is coming for you. There's a competition right now. If you want to beat the Hoff, you got to try. He's here in Hinsdale, Illinois right now, and he's making it happen. So we encourage you guys to do the same.
And there's some secrets there, John, so they should pay attention. You got to pick up those jewels. You got to save them. If you save those jewels, you can start the game a little further in. These really talented players pay attention to the rules in the game. By the way, Mimi Takano, we're going to mention her right here because she was right here at Lurie Children's at the launch.
Yeah.
She's from Tokyo, Japan, and she's leading the world in individual score right now.
I saw that on the Facebook page before the I wrote, "Go Mimi," because she's making us all very proud. So go Mimi. Well, with that said, there's been so many emails and questions that have come through social media that I want to give a couple. This came from Jake in Tampa. Who's your favorite character in the book? I think I know the answer, but who is your favorite character in the book?
Well, that's one of the tougher questions you could have asked me because there's a lot of characters in that book, including my 3 daughters, who are close to the top of the list.
Yes, of course.
Brady Bouchard, Campbell Bouchard, Shale Bouchard. These are important characters. If we go back 20 years, there's a bunch of others there. Hitonari Tsuji, who I have the bet with in the book, who's one of the world's great authors and great musicians and incredible people. Is an old lost friend of mine who's an incredible character. Nana Higashi, great character in the book, one of the judges of the competition. But the Hara family, they're the stars, right? And Yurie Hara, 4 years old in the story, she's a beautiful 25-ish-year-old woman now, and her family, Hideko the mom, Tetsuaki the dad, Marie, Kenzaburo, and Ken, all in the story. These are great characters. And then you go back to Ai in year 15, 14, who's probably, you know, everybody's favorite. She's 11 years old, and she never gives up.
Many, many great lessons here. Is there a favorite quote in the book that you think of?
You know, I wrote a quote that many people have commented on. I had a beautiful woman come up to me, say that she put it on her telephone and reads it every day. Because we all have a tough time, and here's an 11-year-old girl confronted by a tough creature in the story, and out of that comes a quote that says that the power of hope overwhelms the emptiness of loss, but only if you allow it. Right. And that is one of many quotes that people have just commented on, because we all in life go through some tough times, and hope wins out.
But you have to want it.
You have to allow it.
And to allow it, yeah.
You have to allow it.
Now, we got Michael from Russia wrote, how are we looking for future storylines right now? I know there's other books that you and I have talked about.
Well, you know, I've published a few books in the last few years, some boring but popular in business, and some very exciting and popular in children's. This is book 1 of 7 in the I series. I'm working on book 2 now as we speak.
That's great. I don't know when you sleep, but I do know you do. At some time, you have to, because you are human. Although,
well, with 6 kids, I don't have as much time as you might suspect.
That is true. Tell us a little bit about the charity effort right now. There's some great things going on in Perth. Can you tell us about it?
Well, I mean, the specialness of this project is we benefit 18 charities around the world, which in turn benefit over 5 million children. Lurie Children's is a perfect example. Wow, one of the greatest hospitals in the entire world, and maybe the best children's hospital. Now, there are others that are charities in our 18, so, you know, down there in Baton Rouge, there's a great one, and there's some overseas in lots of places. Ronald McDonald House is one of my favorites, and they're all over the world, of course, and we got to thank them for being great. And you mentioned Perth, and the Children's Leukemia and Cancer Research Foundation in Perth, Australia is one of my favorites, and we're working with them. We have a lot of kids in Australia playing the game now. They're a principal reason, and we're working with Perth towards an eye convention in the second quarter of 2015.
That is very exciting. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it all came from this book and your experiences and your imagination.
Well, it's when you do good, it travels fast.
That's another great quote. That's another great quote. Well, with that said, we want to join all of you, or ask all of you, to share your experiences via social media using the hashtag IAMI, IAMAI. And we'll definitely look forward to reading them and featuring them on our social media outlets as well, including the website, Facebook, Twitter, and much more. And with that said, Craig, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, John.
Happy and healthy holidays.
My pleasure. Merry Christmas coming up to all.
Absolutely. Happy and healthy holidays, and we'll see you soon.